So recently, Long McQuade opened up in Richmond Hill after the closing of Cosmo Music, and I decided to pay a visit there. What I'm about to show you is the footage that I've documented for most of the store, along with me trying out some of the guitars that they had there. Currently on my way to Long McQuade Richmond Hill, just to see how things have changed. Last time I went to that location, it was when Cosmo Music was having its closing sale. Shut up, Google Maps. Anyways, the last time I went to that location was that Cosmo Music was shutting down, and I managed to go there like roughly one day before they closed down forever. I have a picture right here in case you want to see it. So anyways, as of right now, Long McQuade is officially open in Richmond Hill, so let's see how it goes from there. And look at what we have here. My sanctuary. My haven for... I don't know what... I can see a little bit of the Cosmo sign still there, but now it's taken over by Long McQuade, obviously. Anyways, I'm here to have a good time. Damn, dude, I haven't been to this place in months. When I first walked into the store, it was pretty much the exact same as Cosmo before it closed. The only difference I could find was that I could get a more clear view of the audio section, the drums section, and the band section. And those are pretty much one of the differences I found. The section I'm gonna check out is obviously the guitars. So let's see what they got. We got all the Fenders and Squires right here. We got a Squire Infinity Series Strat Jr. Oh, and a Squire Classic by Mustang. I have this guitar, except I modded mine to Skystang 1 specs. Look at all these stuff. Oh, I can see a black Strat right here. Almost reminds me of the... Okay, never mind. It's not a David Gilmour signature because that's obviously discontinued it. Okay, it's a Mike McCready Stratocaster, but oh my god, bro. The Relic looks amazing. And look at all the Jacksons right here. It's going hard. It's got the JS Series Dinky with the standard Strat bridge, which, nah, I don't need that. There's even more cool things in. Oh my god, wait, is that a Plek machine? Oh, and they got some Sharvels right here. It's quite nice. Might try one of them. Well, that one's a Telly, so forget about that. There's a Sharvel MJ Sandema style 1 HSH. Okay, you know what? This one's got like 2 humbuckers only in the neck and bridge, and one middle single coil. There's also this one which caught my attention, so I'm gonna try this out real quick and see how it sounds. Okay, so apparently the green Sharvel that I wanted to try out was apparently out of tune, so I grabbed this one. It's a little out of tune, so but it'll do the job for now. Yeah, the Sharvel that I tried out while the green one was getting set up, yeah, it sounded... Yep, I can't even figure out the right words for it. So the guitar I tried right there is a Sharvel Phil's Grosso signature model. It apparently had an active humbucker in the bridge. It played pretty nicely except for the fact that it was obviously out of tune. But what I will say is that I found it somewhat difficult to plug in the guitar, because the output jack was at the back of it. Okay, never mind. One of the guys who was saying this stuff came back to me with it, so we're good. I'm gonna try and play some Living One on this thing, so... I need to do some dive bombs on this thing, so... This thing, absolute beauty, really good quality for the price. Though I'm not picking it up, I will say with confidence, I love it. And there was also the room that there were multiple expensive guitars, like the Gibson and Fender custom shop stuff that was there. I'm now gonna go into this part of the store and... wow. I remember this back when this place was still Cosmo. We got an Epiphone DG335, which is basically a Dave Grohl signature model. We got an Epiphone SG Special with P90s in Pelham Blue, which looks nice. And a Gibson SG Special in Cherry Red, and I know what you're thinking. This is the same kind of guitar used by Tony Iommi, legendary guitarist of Black Sabbath. But you know what? I'm gonna play some Black Sabbath stuff with this thing. I'm gonna play some Black Sabbath through this orange dual Terror head, through this 2x12 cab with, I don't know. Oh yeah, it's loaded with V30s. Anyways, I'm gonna be playing some Black Sabbath on this Gibson SG Special with P90s, which I know is gonna be eye candy for a lot of people who want to make a replica of Tony Iommi's iconic Monkey SG. Actually, that's easy. Just get a different bridge, just wire it differently, replace the, I don't know, the black covers with chrome covers, get pickup rings, and also add the iconic monkey sticker on there. Easy as beans. Well, unless you know how to set it up. But anyways, I'm gonna try to be playing some Black Sabbath on this thing. If YouTube comes after me for copyright, I'm cooked. But let's see what happens. But the real question for this SG is that, will this have neck dive like any other SG? Yep, as expected, neck dive. And if some of y'all ever want to get yourself an SG, then make sure to relocate the strap button right up to here. So yeah, it'll be a bit more convenient. Or if not, just add some small bit of weight under here, and you'll be good. Not a big deal. Here's Iron Man. No, not the Marvel character. I'm talking about the song from Black Sabbath, obviously. Paranoid. And also, RIP to Ozzy, my glorious king. We love you, dude. I even hit the solo on this thing.
This bum is absolute dog water at guitar.
Anyways, here's riffs. this one because it's my fretting hand. Or this. Honestly, I don't care. I guess that title will go to Geezer Butler. Really great bassist. Anyways, here is Symptom of the Universe, but it's not in its original tuning, it's in E standard, obviously. So, unfortunately, this guitar is not set to drop C. Unfortunately, this guitar is not set to C sharp standard for anything off Sabotage or Symptom of the Universe overall, but I'm gonna try it in like E standard since I've seen some people actually play it like that. So. I'm also going to try and play Megalomania, which has become one of my favorite riffs off Sabotage recently. But since this is obviously not in C sharp standard, I'm going to try and play it in E standard, which might sound off, but it'll do for now. Went upstairs, and from what I remember, oh my god, look at all these Gibson acoustics. It was hard, bro. Look at all these basses, bro. Look at this. Squire Bronco bass here. And a mini P bass. It's a baby bass. We got a standard P bass. Fender Mustang bass. Okay, never mind. That's what would happen if Kurt Cobain had played bass, but except that instead of a Mustang guitar, he got a Mustang bass. Okay, I'm in an isolation booth right now, and I got this, what is it? Fender Ventera 260s P bass through this Trainer 2 bass amp head, along with the Trainer 600 watt 1x15 or in 2x10 bass cab. So anyways, I'm going to be playing some Black Sabbath bass lines on this thing, because I know Geezer himself had used a 60s Fender P bass. In the meantime, here's War Pigs. And here's Paranoid as well. From Black Sabbath, here's a bit of Open Your Heart by Crush Sporty, which I'm currently practicing. Might not be perfect, but at least I'll try. Gonna play some Nirvana, but I know that. But should I use a pick? Nope, not a chance, bro. I'm gonna play it like Geezer did. Oh wait, Geezer never played that song, but I know Chris did. No, I'm gonna play it like Geezer. Or any other normal bassist who doesn't use a pick. No hate to Chris though. I love his bass work. It's not correct, bro. That was "Bring Your Daughter to the Slaughter" by Iron Maiden. The way I played it just now, probably not correct, but I just learned it by ear from memory. But it's not really a big deal. I'll get the hang of it once I get an actual bass at some point. But anyways, this thing is really good. I love it. In the trainer head and cab, they sound amazing. I love them. Oh, and here's some Taylor guitars here, because obviously it's Taylor month along Long McQuade this month, so I'm gonna pick up this one and... It was not perfect. Anyways, here are some of the pedals that they have. Here are some Digitech pedals. There's a Digitech drop tune pedal, which you can use to detune your strings with just this pedal, with rolling that knob, without having to take your guitar to a local tech for some additional setup. In the Digitech Freakout, in case you are living in an apartment or you don't have a physical amp, you can just create feedback on your own. Here's some of the Behringer stuff, but the one that caught my attention here was the SF300 Superfuzz, which is a second generation clone of the Univox Superfuzz.
I play alternative and grunge.
Oh, nice, same.
Yeah, I play Foo Fighters, I play Nirvana, I play Smashing
Oh yeah, I know most of Nirvana's discography.
Yeah, like Stone Temple Pilots.
Because I'm going to be playing this Wireclub by Mustang into this Vox AC15 amp, and let's see how this...
That was the most dark water I've ever heard.
Okay, tuning is absolute doo-doo, so okay, so it works now. That's good. Here Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana. I'm hoping that YouTube doesn't come after me for this, but we'll see what happens. Oh, okay. I actually got the tone just right. Somehow. Okay, I'm too powerful. There was also a small room that you could just crank up an amp when trying out a guitar. When Cosmo was still around, there were 2 tryout rooms, but one of them got removed, so there's now only one, now that it's been converted to Long McQuade. Let's take a look at the keyboards that we got here, and I'm gonna play something on this Yamaha P525B 888 key piano with speakers, obviously. But yeah, let's do this. Anyways, I'm gonna play Changes. So, rest in peace to Ozzy, my glorious king, again. I haven't played piano in years, but I feel like I still got it. Let's try playing Wet Hands from Minecraft. Let's see how that goes. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough time to walk through the entire store, but I will say that it did have a solid layout. And I will say with confidence that it is the biggest Long McQuade location I've ever seen and visited in my life. So what are my final thoughts on it? Well, aside from it being Cosmo Music 2.0, staff were amazing, I met some great people there, and overall I had a good time. I will definitely visit there again if I ever want to buy some new guitar things for myself. And that's it. I give this place 5 out of 5 stars. Anyways, that's all for this video. Sub your boy down there. Peace.
Yo, let me play some Black Sabbath and